Hi, it's Ian Carriaga from Guru Yoga, and today we're here at Deba Beach, or Duranba, and we're going to be doing a beginner sequence.
As we begin our practice, immerse yourself onto your mats, also using a block or a bolster if necessary, with the legs crossed or in a lotus position. As you extend your arms, connect your thumb to your index finger, a representation of Nana Mudra. So your thumb, which represents and symbolizes human consciousness, your index finger representing the world consciousness or universal consciousness. So this closed circle with the index finger and thumb depicts the actual goal of yoga, the unification of Atman, the individual soul, with Brahman, the world soul. Now as you continue to observe your breath, ensure that it's a long inhale through the nose and a full lengthened breath also through the nostrils. This will allow the body to calm, the nervous system to settle, and the mind to slow down. Now as you start to transition your weight from your right hip to left, promoting a little bit of a circle, a spiral, observing the hips, the back, the shoulders. Continue to breathe. And then coming forward off the block into cat-cow. Hands underneath shoulders, hips above knees. And with a neutral spine, take a breath in. Draw the chin to the sky, arch the lower back now. And then chin to chest, round the upper back, exhale. Find this slow flow as you extend the throat forward. Breathe in. Push away from the earth, and then exhale. We'll go for one more. Shoulder blades away from the ears, arching the back, inhale. Tailbone tucks towards chest, chin towards chest, and then exhale. Come back to a neutral position of the spine, and then go for one more. Full breath in, before rounding, shoulder blades wide, exhale. As you sit back, we'll get into Balasana, child's posture. Forehead landing softly on the floor with the arms extended back towards the feet. Settling, immersing yourself into your space, your little sanctuary, as you continue to breathe from one inhale to the next relaxing exhale. As you take your left arm over your head, slide your right arm underneath your chest and take a gentle twist. Continue to lengthen through that left arm as you draw that left shoulder to the sky, inhaling, coming back to center and switching sides on the exhale. Right arm extends over the front edge of your mat as the left arm, palm facing up, settles on the ground. And just feel the shoulder blades widening with each breath in, relaxing the back body as you exhale. Coming back to center, tuck the toes under, and then press into downward facing dog. Start off with bent knees, a slight micro bend in the elbows as you begin to walk the dog out, pressing into the heels, calves, hamstrings, and then feeling the length of the spine stretch towards the floor. Feel like the body's being lifted off the ground rather than you pressing into the earth. Feel the back ribs pressing towards the front of your mat as you lift the heels, inhale, and then slowly walk forward towards the front of the mat on a full breath out. Here, we complete a fold as you slowly connect the hands to the elbows with a slight bend in the knees, grazing your chest off your thighs, and then begin to sway the hips from side to side, which will in turn get the upper body also to draw closer to the floor in an arcing motion. Take a breath in, and then grab the back of the knees, hugging you closer towards the thighs as you exhale. Feel the spine stretching towards the floor, taking a big inhale, And then slowly rolling up to standing, Tadasana Namaskar, your mountain pose, on the breath out. So come to the front of the mat, get the big toes to touch, little gap in the heels. Spread your fingers, lead with the heart, with the crown towards the sky. Ground. Hands high above your head, inhale. Shoulders relax behind you on the breath out. Another breath in. Chin high, full exhale. One more, long inhale. And then bend the knees, fold forward on a full breath out. Halfway lift, inhale to the shins. And then folding, bowing, empty. Halfway lift, breathe in. And then step back into a high plank. Bend to the knees, lower to the floor, exhale. A cobra, breathe in, slight lift to the chest. Tuck the toes under, press back, downward facing dog, exhale. Continue to lengthen the breath as you lift the hips. And then taking your right leg to the sky, big inhale. Turn the hip open towards the right side of your mat as you push the heels into the sky. And then with a bend in the knees, take another inhale, twist. And then breathe out. Find length, lifting on the left heel, breathe in. Step forward in the lunge, lower the back knee on the exhale. Chest high to the lungs, lengthen off the back knee. And then press forward, folding, exhale. Reach for the sky, take a big inhale. And then bend from the knees, forward fold, exhale. Halfway lift, long neck to the lungs. And then step back into a high plank, lower the knees to the ground, exhaling. You can stay in cobra or extend to an up dog. Shoulder blades back, breathe in. Toes tuck under, press back. Down facing dog, exhale. Left leg to the sky. Huge inhale right here. Turning hip open as the right heel grounds towards the floor. And then find length between the left hand and left foot before bending the knee. Turning the hip open, take a deep inhale. Lift the heel, lengthen the left leg, come forward in a lunge, and then breathe out. Extending the heart forward. Tuck the toes under, take a deep breath here as you lift off the back knee. And then slowly coming forward to a fold, exhale. Hands to the sky, lifting from the heart space, a long inhale. And then bend from the knees, forward fold, full breath out. Halfway lift, long stretching spine, breathe in. And then folding, bowing, exhale. Halfway lift again, inhaling. And then step back into a high plank, knees on the ground first, lowering on the breath out. You can stay in cobra or extend to an up dog where the knees and thighs are off the floor. Breathe in. Toes tuck under, press into the knees, then back into downward facing dog. Exhale. And draw the eyes gently to shut. I want you to feel this posture, experiencing it from the inner self as you flow that breath in and out of the body. As you raise your right leg to the sky, inhale. And then come forward into Warrior One, exhale. Right foot at the front of your mat, 90 degrees bent, left leg straight, and then take the hands up nice and high. Breathing in, shoulders relax behind you, exhale. Take another full inhale. And then spread the arms to Warrior Two as you empty the lungs. Arms wide, chest high, and tailbone tucked under. Take a full breath in. Squeeze the heels together on the exhale. Now raise your right arm to the sky for a reverse warrior. Shoulder blades back down towards the floor, heart wide open. Breathing in. And then grounding into the feet, exhale. Fill the lungs again. And then slowly come back down into a low plank, knees ground first, on a full breath out. Cobra or an up dog, chin high, inhale. Tuck the toes under, press back into downward facing dog, exhale. Left leg high, breathe in. And then coming forward for Warrior One, exhaling. Take a deep inhale, shoulder blades back, chest wide. Fill the lungs. And just ensure that the chest is square at the front of your mat as you exhale. Lifting the heart space. Go for one more inhale. And then turn it into Warrior Two, arms spread wide on the full breath out. Tuck the tailbone underneath and feel proud in this posture before beginning to raise a reverse warrior. Left arm to the sky, breathe in. Shoulders melt down behind you, and then exhale. Continue to lift with the chin on another full inhale. Coming back down to the earth into a low plank, full breath out. Cobra or an up dog as you lift the belly button off the floor, breathe in. Tuck the toes under, press back, downward facing dog, exhale. Right leg up, inhaling. And then come forward, Warrior One, exhale. Hands wide, then high, breathe in. Warrior Two, open up from the chest, exhale. Flow back to a revolving warrior on your next breath in, before coming back down to the earth, safely landing into a low plank, exhale. Cobra or an up dog, chin high, breathe up. Down facing dog, tuck the toes under, sit bones high, exhale. Left leg up, breathe in. Coming forward to Warrior One as you exhale. Land before taking the hands up, inhaling. And then Warrior Two, looking over your left hand, full breath out. Reverse warrior, breathe in. And then back down to the earth into a low plank, low push-up, exhaling. Shoulder blades back, chin high, up dog, inhale. Tuck the toes under, core engaged, down facing dog, exhale. One more time, breathing in, right leg coming forward to Warrior One on the exhale. Then bring your hands up nice and high. Fill the lungs. Open up to Warrior Two on a graceful transition, exhaling. Revolve your warrior, sweeping high above your head, inhale. And then down to the ground, high to low plank, exhale. Up dog, breathe in. Down facing dog over the toes, full breath out. Left leg above your head, a strong inhale. And then coming forward powerfully, Warrior One, exhale. Hands high, breathe in. Go to Warrior Two, chest higher, full breath out. And then revolve this warrior on a deep inhale before coming back down to the ground into a low plank or push-up. Exhale. Lift into the heart. Up dog. Breathe in. Down facing dog over the toes. Tuck it under. Full breath out. So feel the energy of that breath, allowing to clear, to heal, to inspire, and to be empowered. Take a breath here. Lift the heels. And then slowly come into a cat-cow position on the exhale. So as you ground your right hand into the floor, open up to the side plank. Left arm to the sky, pressing on the top of the right foot. And then just feel that length as you stretch your left leg out away from your hands. Breathing in, and then start to rotate the chin to the sky as you exhale. You can look down and then lift your left leg off the floor. Continue to breathe that heel away from your head, maybe taking a little bit higher. Inhale, landing it softly on the floor, grounding, coming back to cat-cow. Exhale. We switch sides. Left hand now in the middle of your mat. Top of the left foot into the floor as you raise your right arm high. Deep breath in. Turn that right hip open as you exhale. Now you can either look up or down. Another option here is to lift your right foot off the floor. Push the heel away from the front of your mat, all while turning the hips open towards the sky. Breathe in, lift, and then release, come back down, exhale. Deep breath here, and then press into child's pose with outstretched arms on an exhale. Feel the shoulders relax before coming back up into a cow-cow position, tucking the toes under, high plank. Breathe in, come forward with the shoulders, and then lower to the floor, exhale. Shoulder blades back, cobra. Inhale, toes tuck under, press back into downward facing dog, breathe out. So you observe this downward facing dog. Take another breath in, lift the heels, walk the feet forward towards the front of the mat, and then take the feet a little bit wider. We'll set into malasana or garland pose. You can sit on a block if necessary with the hands in prayer at your hearts. Adjust that block as necessary as the crown lifts high, breathing in, chest wide, exhale. Now feel your connection to the earth, the connection to the space around you, and a deeper connection to your breath. As you remove the block, find yourself on your back. Soles of feet to touch, knees wide, as we set up for supinated butterfly. And then taking the feet shoulder width apart, outstretch the arms so they're just within reach of the heels. We'll set up for bridge. Begin to lift the hips on your next inhale, drawing the knees forward and spinning the inner thighs towards the floor. Here, feel like you're lifting through the shoulder blades as you squeeze them together, which will give you a greater height into the hips. Chin to chest, you can bend the elbows to support you. Breathing in, off the heels, and then exhale. Hands now could come underneath the hips to support you even further. Take a breath in, lower one vertebrae at a time, release back, exhale. This time, take your knees to the middle of your mats as you take your feet off the mat on an internal rotation. Squeezing the knees together and letting them fall softly towards the floor. Breathe in, coming back to center, and then exhale. From here, lifting the hips into another bridge. Shoulder blades, squeeze them together, lift the heels off the floor, and if the hands again need to support, bring them underneath the hips. And then take your left leg to the sky. Push the heel into the sky as you flex and engage that left leg. Breathing in, and then lowering back down to the earth with the left foot. Exhale. Switch sides. Right leg up. Inhale. Push the heel towards the ceiling on the breath out. Another inhale from here. And then releasing that right leg back to the floor. Releasing the hands. And then exhaling. Knees to chest. Draw circles with those knees in one direction and then the other direction. Coming back to butterfly pose with the soles of feet to touch, knees wide, palms face up. Inhale. And then draw a long, full breath out. Taking both knees to the left side of your mat, outstretching the right arm as you ensure that both shoulders are still grounded into the earth. The left hand can assist to give you a greater twist through your mid-upper back. Breathing in. Releasing on the breath out. Switch sides. Take both knees to the right side of the mat, ensuring that you're still stacking one hip on top of the other as you extend your left arm wide. Right hand can support the left knee, increasing the twist from the mid to upper back. Inhaling and then exhaling. Come back to center. Take a full breath in. And if you want to grab a block, place it underneath the hips. And then take the legs to the sky. It's a version of your shoulder stand. You can stay here as you use the block to help elevate the hips, pushing the heels towards the sky. A posture for detoxification and anti-aging. Breathing in and then out. One of the best postures to do upon waking or going before bed. From here, you can intensify this posture to go higher into a shoulder stand. Hands support the lower back, pushing the heels to the sky as you squeeze the elbows together. Now ensure that the heels and the hips and the shoulders start off in a straight line before taking the feet over your head into a plow position. Pushing the heels away. Deep breath here. Hands can support you at the front of your mat as you exhale. Bring the knees to the forehead. A deep inhale. And then slowly coming down one vertebra at a time, one moment at a time, one breath at a time. Exhale. As you take your hands next to your hips with the thumbs underneath the glutes, off the shoulders as you squeeze the elbows underneath your back ribs. Extend the legs, keep the chest up high. Inhale. And then draw the chin towards the back of your mat while landing the top of the head on the floor. Exhale. This is your fish posture. Feel the heart space lifting as you continue to stretch your throat and the muscles in the neck towards the back of your mat. Breathe in, and then slide the head along the floor as you exhale. Taking the knees back to the chest. Rocking and rolling till you come to a sitting position. As you sit in the middle of your mat, extend your legs to straighten. Hands high, a deep inhale. Bend the knees, forward fold, and then exhale. You can grab the outer edges of each foot. Here, we aim to lengthen the spine, so keep the knees bent to get your chest to touch your thighs, and then slowly start to lengthen the legs while maintaining that connection between your heart and your legs. The back of the neck stretching, breathing in and then out. Slowly come back up to sitting. We'll set up for kingfish, taking your right leg over your left, bending the knee as your right hand is right against your tailbone to act as a stake. Left arm high, inhale, twist, and then take the left elbow on the outside of your right knee as you exhale. Lead the stretch with your left shoulder as you continue to widen through your heart space, feeling the crown rising, breathing in, twisting, and then exhale. Observe that right hip as it begins to stretch a little bit further, and then lengthen the leg to switch. Left hand now to the floor, right arm high, inhale, and then hook the right elbow on the outside of the left knee as you exhale. Look over the left shoulder and breathe into that right heel. Stretch it out. Crown goes high. Breathe in. Twist open from the mid to upper back, and then exhale. Coming back to center, eventually finding yourself onto soles of the feet to touch, knees wide, arms stretched forward. Feel the inner thighs lengthening as the mid to upper back also stretches forward. Take a breath in, coming back onto your back. Exhale. Grab the inner arches of each foot, take the knees out nice and wide as we set up for your happy baby or blissful baby posture. Finding the inner arches of each foot and begin to gently rock from side to side. Breathing in and then out. Come back to stillness, inhale, and then release into Shavasana on an exhale. Toes roll off to the sides, edges of your mat with the palms facing up away from the hips. And then draw the eyes to shut. Unclench the jaw. Relax the eye sockets. And then feel the earth hugging you closer to it. And as you gently awaken from Shavasana, take a long inhale through the nose and a full purifying breath out through the mouth. Begin to move the fingers and toes, your wrists and ankles, mobilizing the physical body. And then stretching the arms overhead. Breathe in, lengthening them and landing them softly on the floor above you as you exhale. With the eyes closed, take a gentle bend in the knees as you shift, a positive shift to the right side of your mat, using your arm as a cushion or pillow to guide you in this elevated state of awareness, alertness, contentment, and gratitude. With the eyes still closed, come to a sitting position facing the front, leading the hands back to your heart. Atmananjali Mudra, thumbs connecting to the chest as we seal this practice off with one primordial sound of Om. Take a deep breath in. Hands to your third eye. With the light in me, honoring and recognizing that same divine light within you, we say Namaste.